Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to the Lockboss Show and giveaway. This would be season 4.29. Now, of course, I'm here with the one and only, my dad. Most of the time he claims me, Pete.
Most of the time. Not all the time.
How are you?
Okay, how about yourself?
Good. What, are you staying cool out there?
AC works.
Are you using it in your car right now?
Oh, yeah, always.
Really? At least a few years ago, you won it. You were like, you just have to roll the window down, and you're like, I don't like getting out of it.
Well, I don't, but because I have longer hair now, it just goes every which way.
Speaking of your longer hair, you are looking handsome.
Thank you, son.
You know, do you think when I'm your age, I will also have such wonderful hair?
Well, let's hope. But if you don't, when it's short, it's easy to take care of. When it's longer.
Yeah, well, if you haven't noticed, Audrey's been growing my hair out.
Yeah, I have noticed.
You've been liking it or no?
You're going to be like Gabe?
No.
Haystack?
Well, no. But anyways, Haystack. Oh my gosh, what's going on?
That's the country boy in me. And I did swallow my gum.
You did, yeah. So he was chewing gum, and I know he doesn't like to chew gum on camera. And right before, I'm like, hey, why are you going to spit your gum out?
Looked like a cow chewing its cud, you know?
And so he says he's going to swallow it. And,
I did. Next thing you know, I'll be mooing.
Really?
Well, keep chewing.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, hey, everyone, welcome in. Thanks for being here. And, of course, we're going to be talking about a locksmith business for sale and what it really costs to buy and kind of go through some of the details.
Okay.
So are you good with that? I actually have slides today. So instead of normally I just read a listing, today I kind of turned it into slides, and I essentially had the memory listed, or I had the listing memorized as well. So we should be able to go through it.
Good thing when you're young, memorize it.
Yes, and get some stuff figured out, and kind of fun to talk through it. But yeah, but before we do, it's been a little bit since you've been on.
Yep.
Right. How are the lock shops going?
You know, they're busy, but you get your slow time during the day. It's not go all day.
Yeah.
So, other things can be done.
Yeah.
We just sold a guy 50 safety deposit boxes and had to redo another 35.
Wow.
For one customer. So that was good.
Yeah. It's a good. And you remember how much the total invoice was?
No.
Oh. High profit, low profit, medium. Okay. That's good, because you know what? That's kind of what we're going to be talking about today.
What you need is high profit and everything.
You do.
Customers complain, well, you charge so much. And I said, that's what it takes to keep the doors open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting rich. I live comfortably, but I'm not getting rich.
Do you think you need to have more visitors, locksmiths who are visitors, swing by and they'll put them to work?
Sure.
Do you need like 5 more Ryans?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Hey, Jimmy and Ryan.
But hey, I tell you what, so here in just a minute, we're going to dive into it. Of course, have a little bit of fun, probably a few jokes. I'll try to keep them appropriate on my end. LockFather.
Just never know, do you?
You just never know. On top of that, though, 2 things. Number 1 is, if you're watching, you're welcome to come over to the after party. It's in Jimmy J's Discord, and it starts just a few minutes after the live show. All right. I'll be hopping over there when it's over. I'm not sure if Jimmy's making it today or not. He says some personal things pop up. I think, you know what? We were texting about it, and then now that I'm live on the internet, it's like I can't really remember, if it's just the live show or if it's also the after party. Anyways, a bunch of us will be over there. Come hang out. It's a lot of fun. And number 2, you might be wondering what the Lockboss prize is this week. And for that, I'm going to have to turn it over to the one and only Julio to show us what we could possibly be winning today. Check that out. 2 lucky winners are each going to get a $400 credit.
I'm putting my name in.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you ever won?
No.
You ever think you ever will?
No.
Why?
Because everybody think it'd be rigged if I did.
Well, it's not, because it's on the we use that hashtag tracker picker. So, all right, well, yeah, going to pop on there. The LockFather's doing that. So 2 lucky winners are going to be winning that $400 prize. This is how you win. You just drop a hashtag Lockboss during the live show to enter. Winners will be picked at the end using the hashtag picker. That's all you have to do. It can be all uppercase. It can be all lowercase. It can be a mixture of both. But you just want to make sure it's hashtag Lockboss. All right. If you're scared and you're like, I'm not sure I did it correctly, well, go ahead and do it again. All right. The hashtag picker only allows one user to enter, right? Each, or one entry per user. There we go. So if you get a little nervous and you're not sure, just do it again. All right. No harm. No harm whatsoever. Oh, I see you. I see you in there.
Do you?
Yep. Now, remember also, if you'd like, it'd mean the world to not only the LockFather, to me, but to Lily, maybe even Julio, would be if you liked this video. Just slide that finger over maybe an inch or a half inch. Hit that like button.
The finger?
Yeah. To hit the thumbs up.
Oh, I never seen that on there.
Here, go ahead and pull it up here. Let's make sure.
I just got rid of everything.
Did you like it? No. And also, if you haven't subscribed, you can do that as well.
Oh, the finger's up. Okay, there
Boom.
we go.
Look at that. Hey, according to that, 38 people. Oh, yeah.
70 watching.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Which is weird because it says 70 there, 74 there. Which is
it's a little behind.
A little different. But all right. Well, anyways, with that being said, Julio, how many entries do we have for the giveaway so far? 77. All right. We got 77 entries. Did you like it? No. Oh man, that's good. Now, Julio, from last week, I think we were talking about maybe or we were suggesting maybe you add a new sound. Any possibility? I haven't talked to you about it all week. Any possibility that there is a new sound?
No.
Ooh, what is that though?
I don't know what you call it.
I mean, at first it sounds like it's like a laser, but is that some sort of weird horn? Julio, can you do it like 2 more times real quick? Here, so we can... It's
like
an air horn. Okay, it's an air horn at the club, DJ party horn.
Woohoo!
How weird is that? I guess neither one of us are cool enough to even know what that is.
Right.
That's sad,
Don't
actually.
go to too many.
That is sad. But yeah. Well, cool. Should we hop into it? And we'll circle back around here at the very end. And thank you, sir. We've had a couple Topo Chicos. Did you grab these?
No, you did.
I did.
They were sitting here when I showed up.
I must have grabbed them. Cool. Well, hey, of course, we're going to be drinking.
Julio.
Maybe Julio did. Of course, we're going to be drinking Topo Chicos. I just want to say cheers to you and you.
Yeah, same here, but it's T-O-P-O. Topo Chico.
You know what? That's what I first called it because I live up here in Idaho. But
Yeah.
I eventually learned that it's Topo.
Topo.
It is actually Topo. So, hey, let's cheers. I have cheers to a good show, hanging out.
I agree.
With the one and only here.
Cheers to you guys.
The only problem with these particular ones is a little flat, huh?
Yeah. Rather have a Longhorn.
I'm sure you would.
Tall neck.
And a beef stick.
That's it.
Mm.
Okay, it does taste flat.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I have like 20 or 30 of these, and it's just not
Give
any.
them to the employees.
Hey, that's rude. No, but I actually do need to find some more glass ones, or maybe we've had plenty that were good. That weren't in the plastic, but
maybe
I mean that right there looks about as flat as
water.
Yeah, tap water. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I know you're struggling.
Where would I be without you?
Well, that's what I've told you your whole life. You wouldn't be here.
Good point. Good point. All right. Well, hey, let's hop into it today, and let's talk about what it really costs to buy a locksmith business. And I got some slides made up for you. Let's hop into the first one here. All right. There's a business for sale. All right. It's in California.
Okay.
They're asking, let's see what it is here. Okay, so let's go over this. 47 years in business. Gross revenue, $563,000.
Okay.
Okay. They have their California contractor license, which I know at some point you have to get it
renewed.
You have to get it transferred, right? To you.
You have to get your own.
Yeah, I don't know if because
when I was in California, mine's M24. I still have to stamp.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, I'm sorry. I just saw Lowell's comment on here. He calls this Tap O Chico.
Hey.
That's terrible. Lowell, that's very distracting right now, okay? how are we supposed to focus with comments like that? Oh, have mercy. All right, so now this is the deal. So $563,000 in gross revenue, and they're saying that the seller discretionary earnings, or sometimes they call it free cash flow, is $191,000.
Okay.
So before I give you any more info about this, I just kind of want to talk through it. And of course, all of you out there listening live with us as well, let's try to make this as interactive as possible. Honestly, like looking at that, $563,000 in revenue, and after paying staff and overhead,
if he has staff,
he does. We'll get into it.
Okay.
A couple people, where he's left with $191,000. First of all, I'd say that is a fantastic, excellent business.
Yep. I would say so too.
Right? You can tell it's very service heavy, not very parts heavy,
right,
which is how it should be. That's the Smith part.
Right.
Right?
Right.
What are your initial thoughts?
Well, again, 563K is a lot of money, but having 191 cash, spendable cash,
Yeah,
that's almost, the ratio is quite high.
it's excellent. Now, it is in Northern Cal. I see a bunch of comments. So it is in Northern California. So it's,
okay.
But at first glance, like, this is really nice.
Yes, it is.
Very service heavy. 47 years in business. My guess is it's a smaller community.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but that would be kind of my guess. And it looks like they're doing a lot of service work. Based on the numbers here, I'm guessing that they do a lot of rekey type work.
Yes.
That's my guess. I don't know that for a fact, but that'd be kind of my guess. If it was automotive key programming, you could definitely pull these numbers, but it just kind of makes me feel if you've been in business for 47 years, you probably have been doing a lot of SFIC, a lot of, R&R panic bars,
right,
exit devices, that
right,
kind of thing, door closers. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let's go to the next slide here. And all right. So The interesting thing that they point out is 3 years of climbing cash flow, which means over the past 3 years, it has kept getting more profitable.
And that's the way it should be.
But I also want to say, which is good. Okay, so a couple years ago it was 144,000. Now it's 191. That's a $50,000 difference.
Yep,
it's a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, would you be happy with 50,000 extra right now?
Of course.
Me too.
You know?
Right, it's a lot. But I think something that pops up about this though that needs to be talked about is that and I don't know if this is the case, but like, for a fact, if you know you are going to you want to sell your business in 3 to 5 years, business brokers and listers will tell you that is what you need to do is get your free cash flow as high as possible. Why? Because people are willing to pay more for something that makes more.
Right.
Right? Are you going to be willing to pay more for something that makes 191,000 a year or something that makes 80,000 a year?
Correct.
It's a dumb question.
Right. Yeah.
It's obvious.
Right.
So I tend to, when I see this, I'm like, I'm going to, in my head, kind of envision 144.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I'm guessing it might have been. Now, couldn't be, maybe it's not the case.
You could have had a couple huge jobs. But
could have had a couple huge jobs. Yeah. That's the other thing, and Dad, tell me what you actually think about this. Let's talk through this for a minute. How many times, like, you'll have like a crazy big job come up, and let's say it's equal to like 1 month of income.
Okay.
And then the next year, of course, you don't have it.
Yep.
And so you might look at your sales and now you're down.
Absolutely.
Because you didn't have that job.
Because it's a yo-yo.
Like that huge safe job you did.
Right.
What was it like? You sold the safe for like $70,000, right? Like
right.
Next year.
I doubt if I have a $70,000
safe
sale,
right? What does that mean? So when you are looking at your P&L and you're trying to compare it year to year, I've always found it good to take out any outlier type jobs.
Yeah.
Do you too?
Yeah, because that's not normal.
Yeah, because it can make you either feel like you're doing way better than you are, or it can make you feel like you're doing way worse than you are.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just like we got a couple big apartment jobs and a bunch of duplexes. I call that my easy money because we don't install it. They install it. We just sell them the hardware.
Mm-hmm.
And I make all sorts of money. All I'm doing is handing over the hardware and they do everything.
Sure.
So I like to see 4, 5, 6, 7 of those a year.
Why not 20?
Well, I'd like that.
What about 50?
Well, that might be too much. I'd have to hire somebody else because I couldn't do it.
Oh man. But anyway, so it's good to see, like, even if that's the strategy, like there's 2 sides to it. Side one is keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And also remember, if you are looking at wanting to sell your business in the future, you need to be very intentional. You know how like most small business owners are going to be like, what can I buy or do to lower my tax burden?
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you're not thinking through how to legally do that,
right.
And like, what can you buy for the business, blah, blah, blah. Like you're probably paying way too much in tax.
Oh yeah. That's what happens to me. But this year or last year it didn't.
Yeah.
But I had to spend a lot of money.
At the same time, it's also good that let's say they did get this advice 3 years ago, that they could actually bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, I mean, those are good things. Let's go to the next slide here. So what's included in the sale? So it talks about service vehicles. Okay. So let's just pretend 2. Doesn't list anything out.
Oh, pretend to. Okay.
Right. Because it has 3 employees, 2 full-time, 1 part-time. I'm guessing that one is going to be the owner, because it talks about how that there's one staff member that kind of like comes with the business, so to speak, right? And then it says that there's a part-time. Would not surprise me if if one full-time and one part-time was like a husband-wife type of situation, right? Doing the books part-time, or who knows. But so with that being said,
does it say there's a shop or anything?
yes. Yep. So they have a rented shop. It's like 1,100 square feet, reasonable rent. They actually have, from how I read it, safe inventory, about a $30,000 retail value.
Okay.
How much would you say? So let's say, so you're a big fan of Holland safe, right?
Yeah.
Or let's say even AMSAC, one of the two.
Right.
If you have $30,000 retail in safes, what would your cost be?
Hopefully half, maybe a little bit more.
Okay, so if you buy a Holland safe for $500, how much are you selling it for?
I like to try to double my money, but it doesn't always happen.
So what does that mean?
Well, so I'd probably put $20 off of, if it retails for this, I'll sell it for retail, but I can always discount it, but we always go for the retail price. So most retail price through distributors is double it,
Yeah, but I'm talking like Holland safe. So
Right.
like when you get that last shipment you got in,
Right.
how are you deciding to price it?
Well, I see what my cost is.
Okay.
And what they say to sell it for.
Okay, so they have a published MSRP.
Right. They do.
And you'll keep with that MSRP?
Yes.
And is it usually double? Is it like?
It's a little less than double, like 49,
Okay.
48.
So if like a little safe cost you $250, you're probably selling it for $490?
$460.
$460? Okay. And by the way, are you happy with that margin?
Well, I always want 50%. I want to double my money, or 100%, however you want to look at it.
50% margin.
Yeah. Because you have to pay rent on it, meaning your building costs you every month.
Yeah.
So you need all that space to pay for itself. Because I think we sold over 100 safes last year. Yeah. Between the 3 stores, and we have quite a large inventory of safes.
Sure.
Would you
and by the way, real quick, how margin works, right? So if you're selling something for $1,000 and you're buying it for $500,
right,
be a 50% margin, because it's a percentage of the sale price, right?
Yep.
Where markup is cost plus the markup, right? But all right, so you're saying probably $15,000.
Right.
Okay.
And how many safes is that? Are they gun safes? Are they fireproof? Or are they just metal boxes?
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on what kind of safes you're selling.
Sure. And are they ones?
PR,
are they moving all the time? Or are they not? Yeah, there's all sorts.
PL10s, 15s, 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
Those don't always move that quick.
Yep. Now the good part is they would do some approximately 20% of the seller of the purchase price could be seller financing.
20%.
20%. So if they're selling for $500,000,
right,
they're gonna let's call it a cool Hyundai or so.
Yeah, that's what I would figure.
Is gonna be able to be
financed, but it's hard to get a bank, to give you all that. That's why I always say, people save.
Yeah. So, and then also, last but not least, and I have a story for you on this one: 90-day transition and training.
Okay.
So I was committed to training the new buyer and handing off the contracts and relationships.
Mm-hmm. That's what you need.
Yep.
Introduce, meet them together.
So, I mean, what do you think about this? So, I actually recently, I'm going to keep all names anonymous in this, okay? Excuse me. So, a couple days ago, I met, I know someone who's just sold their business for $3 million.
Okay.
Okay. They required $500,000 down, and the rest they were willing to owner finance, but they took so two people bought it, one like 33% and the other one 66 or whatever,
Right.
and but they also made personally guarantee and put their houses up.
Absolutely, for that type of money.
And their payment, check this out, $65,000 a month.
Yeah, $3 million is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So what's the payoff? 10 years?
No, it'd be less than that. It'd be less than that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know any of the other details on that, but I just think that it's just one of those things that, like, the guy got $500,000 upfront cash. The business is still operating.
Well, that's a good thing,
right? And it's interesting. I mean, like, what do you think about that?
Well, when you're talking a lot of dollars, most people, you're going to have to do some financing.
Yeah.
Somehow for the buyer.
In particular, $3 million.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Can you go to the bank? And
supposedly this business was netting, or let's call it free cash flow, $1 million a year.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Real good.
So, it's interesting, huh?
I'd like to make $1 million profit every year. Wouldn't we all?
Would you spend $65,000 a month to do it? In a loan?
No.
Why?
I just don't like loans.
Yeah,
but if it's making how much, $1 million?
Yeah.
65. So you're talking half. Yeah, I'd still make $380,000.
Yeah.
Above. So probably.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing though with this one that I'm talking about is there's been an employee who's worked for this company for my entire life, I think. Adult life. 20 years.
Yeah. And
so they're now one of the owners. And then plus there's an outside person that became an owner. So I think that's good, right? Because that person's there, has been on every job. Type of thing, knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I think that is actually a really, really good thing.
But the other problem is one's working in it and the other one's an outsider. The guy who's working always feels he's doing more than the other guy,
Yeah.
Yeah, those issues.
Now, I think, and I've run into this a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if the business does $1 million a year in sales. A lot of people, when they
think they're going to make $3 million in sales.
Well, they think that if you say that, I made $1 million last year, and it's like you may have sold $1 million.
Right.
Your corporation
may
have.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I always say I get, let's say I made $200,000. Well, I don't get $200,000 by the time everybody gets paid.
Yeah.
The government and, just the everyday business.
Sure.
It takes a lot.
Uh-huh. It sure does. Julio, do we have another slide here? Nope. Okay. If we're going to go back, let's go to the full screen. So on this business, Dad, how much honestly when you look at this business, what are the main questions that you have?
Well, it said 90 days to help train somebody. as long as the one employee stays
Uh-huh.
in the business. Now, this one has an employee with staying, or
Does.
okay. So you should be able to start making some good money. Whoever's buying who doesn't have any locksmith experience, it's going to take a couple of years. I mean, everybody thinks you can learn in 6 months. Half the stuff you don't see unless it's once a year, if that.
Sure.
So you got to have memories and books and, stuff, but the 191 positive is good, you know. And then hopefully, if it's a husband, wife,
Yeah.
it makes it a lot easier than paying out, because then you lose all that.
A few things, John. I think they talked about how they really haven't got into like current times, like website advertising. They've been around 47 years.
But what does it say they do? Auto, commercial, all.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, doing all the automotive is quite expensive to get into all the stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly changing.
Mm-hmm.
You always need to upgrade or get more equipment.
Yeah.
Even just for a single van, if it's multiples, it's quite expensive.
I mean, I think, one other point on this deal I wanted to really make, which was that $3 million sale, was that the owner used his phone, his cell phone.
As the business phone?
No, not the business number, but like pretty much like all of his good customers wouldn't call his business. They're calling him. Right. And so the two buyers, part of the deal was he had to forfeit
his phone.
Smart
move.
Yeah. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? You want to capture all of that.
Right.
Speaking of, you've been working on something. What happened to that?
I bowed out.
You did?
Yep.
Even after you guys had talked?
Yeah. Did.
Really?
Excellent deal, but I don't know if I was up for the challenge.
Huh. Okay.
But things might change.
Yeah. And I think, Farmington Lockworks makes a good point. He says the knowledge of the remaining employees have the priceless, but the loss of the owner's knowledge of connections is hard to recover.
Right. And
it
that's
really
usually
is.
It is when you have a good business, a lot of it's owner or manager, if it's a larger company, that, the relationships, all the relationships count,
Yeah.
And not all employees treat the relationship the same way you would.
Sure.
And you keep yawning. Are you tired?
How many times when we're on together, I have like yawn problems?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird. No, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, your final thoughts? I mean, like for me, like I'll just say that I think that whose ever business this is, like excellent job running it from what I can see on numbers wise. I mean, I think any business that is doing $500,000 in revenue, that has a staff member or two, and is making a couple $100,000 a year, is excellent.
Absolutely.
My guess on something like this is that total seller discretionary earnings would be under 100,000, just based on the numbers. And so the fact that it's almost double that is actually really impressive.
Yeah, again, as I always say, it's the equipment, what comes with it, how old is it?
Yeah.
Like Ryan from San Luis Obispo says, I'm old school. I got old equipment, not always, the newest and hottest thing. That's where you make your money too, but you still need the newer equipment to keep up with everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you're constantly buying, because there's a lot of people who want new everything,
Yeah.
The latest trick, the latest toy, it's great, but it all costs.
Yeah.
And if you have employees, you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It's usually a ownership.
Mm-hmm.
That, I want that. Okay, you're the one making the money.
Yeah.
But when people say in my company, oh, I don't have that, I said, you don't need it.
You don't need
And
it.
that's it. You can do it
That's good.
without it.
That's real good.
That's me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Any other final thoughts on this?
It was like his Vance. He never said, you're presuming to. Again, how many miles? I mean, I just replaced a van with 350,000 miles. Are you buying an old van where within 6 months you're going to have to go buy another one? I mean, with the positive cash flow, hey, there shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Yep.
Because, auto repairs, we had 6 vans where we had to replace the brakes all the way around. That's quite expensive.
Yeah. I wonder why. I mean, maybe a lot of times it seems like on these listings, like, man, just give a little more details.
Right.
But at the same time, maybe they're meant to get people interested.
To call,
yes.
right.
Yes.
To call and, then they can answer the questions. I'm a visual guy. I got to go see it if I'm buying it.
Yeah.
See what I'm buying.
Yep. So yeah, so I think all in all, I think it's pretty cool business. I think they have, for what it is, it seemed to be done pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You agree?
Yeah.
Cool. Any other thoughts on it?
No.
Are you going to be moving to Northern California?
I'm not a Cali guy anymore. I don't like earthquakes.
Even does Northern California have earthquakes?
They get earthquakes.
Do they?
San Francisco gets a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Southern
I'm thinking like, to me, I think in my head at least.
You're far enough away.
San Francisco is like middle.
Yeah, well.
Is it
pretty
maybe?
much, yeah. But there's that fault line that goes all the way up into Oregon and Washington.
Yeah.
And I said, great, when I bought a house in Washington.
Oh, yeah. Well, all right. Well, hey, thanks for all your comments, and they're really good ones. $1,100 for rent. Don't forget the insurance and equipment on your tools. Yep. Unemployment, health insurance. Yes, I agree. Well, and that's why, who is it? Micro Wolf. And that's why I think being able to have, $190,000 of free cash flow on a business that size is actually really impressive. It's kind of my...
with all our trucks and shops and stuff, we pay $3,500 a month. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, hey, Julio, let's see how many people are in the Lockboss drawing. 112. So I'll give everyone just a few more moments. If you want to get entered in to win, now is the time. And here in just a few minutes. Now, if you're new, what you can win here is we're going to be giving away 2 $400 credits to clksupplies.com. And it's real simple. Put $400 or more into your cart. Put the code in we give you, and voila, 400 is gone. How about that?
Yeah, I could spend it in
a second. Do you want me to give you like 20 of them? Or?
Sure.
Not joking. Jokes.
He's always kidding.
Jokes. I always am, But, well, very cool. Okay, here, up 114. Let's give it just another moment here. And
so
then...
like wire for your shot. Hey, Dad, I'm short.
Yes.
I know you got all that wire.
Yes.
Okay, I give it to tomorrow. No, I need it tonight.
Much appreciated, Ken.
Yeah,
it was
sure
good seeing you again.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's always good.
But all right, here we go. 114. It looks like it's let's see here. How close is the buy-in for MX? Is it 400? It's like, yeah, it's 400 or 500. I can't remember how much it is.
No,
I think it's 400, maybe 500. Yeah, so you essentially can get a buy-in there. Yeah, Lock Pro of Quebec says, I need some SFIC tools, please, and thank you. I like it. All right. Well, we have 114 entries, Julio. I think it's about that time, and I don't. You know what? I think we should draw. Ooh, we got some music going on. Here we go. Winner number 1 is Joe Foley, 1948. Congratulations, Joe. And let's do, last but not least, let's do number 2. Let's see. Walt K. Congratulations to the 2 numbers that winners this week. Very cool. Now, if your username was just call, all right, you want to email us at sales@clksupplies.com and we'll get your coupon code over to you. It's that simple, actually. It is that simple. Now, let's see here. A couple questions. So a question is would Pete buy this lock shop?
Like I say, I would have to see the equipment, the vans, the whole setup. On paper, it sounds fantastic, but until you see it, you got to really look.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at everything, not just the dollar.
Yep. I think that's fair. I mean, I don't know. I think if you're in the area, man, I think it's a.
Well, if that was the one back east in Michigan, I would have bought it.
Really?
Go see Phil.
Yeah, go see Phil. Let me see. I think I saw another comment in here. Where's it at? Can't see it. I can't find it. There's one in particular. But anyways, all right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out and being part of the conversation. Also, congrats to the 2 lucky winners. Make sure you hit us up. We'll hook you up. But also remember, although the live stream is just about over, the fun is just beginning. Over in our friend Jimmy J, Iowa Lock Docs Discord in the CLK Lockboss After Party. Remember, if you're watching, you're welcome. So head on over and let's see here, Julio, or does someone have I don't have the
address.
Yeah, I don't have that address handy, unfortunately. Someone can post it in there. Just under Iowa Lock Doc is the Discord. Let me look here real quick. Let me just double check that. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see Lock Pro of Kentucky. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen you on there. Good to see you again. Hopefully next week. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see what the name is.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jimmy J, Iowa Lock Doc server. Yep. And yeah. Well, it's all right. It's all right. Let's see here. Oh, none of you have the ability to post. Oh, I apologize. Let's see here. But cool. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thanks for being here, Dad. Like always. Yeah. You know what? It's been we go through these stretches where I don't have you on for quite a while.
Well, I understand why.
Now, how would you feel one day of doing a, reverse quiz? You quiz me.
I'm not too good with questions.
You're not?
No.
You're more of an answer man?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's a good idea. I have to think about it.
It's a good way to make me look dumb on the internet. I mean, I do a good job on my own, for the record, but okay. You're like, hey, hey.
I can't always disagree with you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so good. But all right, everybody. Well, hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a safe and wonderful Tuesday evening. Keep doing that good lock work. And we'll see you same place, same time next week. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.